Hello. Hi everyone. I'm bored. I feel like streaming. So let's just do this for tonight. Yeah. No people here so far, but that's okay. See, one person, one person. No, there's no person. There's nobody. How unfortunate. See, one person and no person. That's a shame. It was in fact a night. Hello, Andrew. Nice to see you're here. Yo, shout out Andrew Wooden Fan One. He sells me so many things. You look at the wacky lot I just got. Where am I looking? Hang on. Watching you from Disneyland right now. Had to tune in for the goat. Hey Bean. Why? It's why are you at Disneyland? Well, actually, that's a stupid question. You're probably there for fun, good times. Thanks for popping in. It's good to see you. The wacky lot I just got. Okay, I'll check it out. Hang on. So, how are you all this Thanksgiving Eve? I can't unmute, but I just left Cars Land and met Mater. That's cool. Also asked Luigi for Blackwall tires. He shot me an offered white wheel. That's funny. Waiting for my motorized duck to arrive, but it's been delayed. Oh, I see. I've already got a duck locked and loaded. I've got one on the way, technically. Um, I have connections. I have connections with Europeans that are hooking me up with a duck or two. I can't believe Luigi shot you. Just like another Luigi I could mention, but I shan't say more. Dude, Trackmaster 3 is crazy. I recently completed the Trackmaster 3 Greatest Moments collection. I recently got all six of them. Very interesting. Do you love Yellow Victor merch? I mean, I like Yellow Victor. Yeah, he's all right. I think I've only had like two pieces of Yellow Victor merch in the past. I think it was the Trackmaster one, the Talking one, and then the Take and Play one. Got three this year. It was not planned at all. That's cool. Is it hey, any of them play real Yellow Victor? I wish. I wish too. Yeah. I just need a regular play rail Victor. Is the thing. I really just need a regular one. Ooh. Hmm. You all ready for Thanksgiving? Because I guess I am. I don't have much of a choice. Him and the Trackmaster again. SMA just complete the Yellow Victor series. That's funny. Yeah, you'll have it completed until Bachman announces they're doing a Bachman Yellow Victor. Imagine if they did. Imagine if they did Yellow Victor before regular Victor and Bachman. I think that'd be funny. You know what's crazy is that I've heard in England, in the UK, yellow Rheneas sells better than regular Rheneas. Apparently, like the yellow one sells better. When did when did Jay Schlatt? Hello to Grounder, dude. My sideburns are not Schlatt level. I will tell you that much. These suckers are not Schlatt level just yet. They're getting there, but no, they're not they're not there just yet. Loving the do Victor Free like we can get the yellow one. Honestly, from all the people I've talked to about this, I think that Victor has a decent chance of being the next Bachmann narrow gauge engine, purely on the basis of announce him. They could announce him. They could announce him in like a catalog, and then a year later they could announce the yellow version, and have the both of them released at the same time. Or Luke. I feel like Luke is the more likely option purely because he's going to be really popular with the kit bashers. Because Bachmann is aware of how popular the Thomas narrow gauge engines are for kit bashing. They are fully aware. They've admitted as such. And I feel like Luke is such a broad type of engine, the Ren saddle tank. I feel like he's probably going to be the next one purely on that basis. But I don't know, man. I want Victor. I want Victor to be the first one. Well, in any case, no matter who's the next, we all know who's going to be the last. Duncan. Bachman Duncan is really interesting to me because it's like they tried for a year to make it work, and they realized no, the CGI model for Duncan is so botched that they literally said the CGI model for Duncan is so jank that you cannot reasonably turn it into a mass-produced model train. Isn't that so insane that the CGI model is so awful and so misproportioned that it cannot, it can't be turned into a conventional model train? What I'm hoping what Bachmann will do, maybe in like the next 10 years or so, is I'm hoping that they'll go back to Duncan. They'll be like, hey, we can't turn this guy into a model train. Can we take creative liberties? And I feel like Mattel at that point would be like, yeah, sure, why not? Can everyone not just break the rule this one time for Duncan? Well, evidently not. At least not right now. Flashback to the time when Arc Minister beefed with Bachman Duncan. Dude, the Arc Minister is such a strange man. I don't know what his deal is. He thinks he is entitled to Bachman making Duncan look 1-to-1 with the railway with like his bases, which I think, I'll be honest, if Bachman made Duncan, I would not be like, if they made Duncan with looking identical to Douglas from the Talaclin, that would be really disappointing because Douglas and Duncan look really different. Like, I'm talking about TV show Duncan anyways, because like the thing about the Skarloey engines in Bachmann is that they are all directly based off of the CGI models, with the exception of Sir Handel, who was a literal 1-to-1 with Sir Hayden. Anyways, these are based on the CGI models. They have to use the CGI models. I don't know how they got away with Sir Handel being 1-to-1 with Sir Hayden, but I guess Sir Hayden looks enough like Sir Handel to where they got away with it. I love that they used up. Yeah, I think Duncan's Hit Era large scale model is the best course of action. You know what would be funny though, actually? So Bachmann can't make Duncan right now. And Kato is coming out with Duke. So hear me out. What if Kato made their own Duncan? What if Kato made their own like CGI Duncan, released it, and then that's something to work with. I think I don't want a model series Duncan though. I want CGI Duncan to go with the other CGI engines. Duke was never in CGI, so that doesn't really matter about him. So that's neither here nor there. One thing I was thinking about this the other day. I would imagine if Kato made a double Fairley, maybe they do Mighty Mag. I hate to break it to you, Grounder, but Kato has not made double Fairley, and Bachmann is the one who's made the 009 double Fairley, and I don't think they can't really use that for Mighty Mac. I don't think that's possible. Something I will say, I think would be to Kato's benefit if Kato took one of their JNR D51s and turned it into Hero, like the N scale. I say N scale specifically because I really, really want N Scale Hero. Like, I really want N Scale Hero. Thanksgiving was last month. Hi, October. Sorry, no. Thanksgiving's tomorrow for me. Although, happy Thanksgiving for you, October. Thinking Hero, Nia, Charlie, and probably Sydney. Andrew, Bachman already announced Sydney. Sydney was announced last year. You even forgot American Thanksgiving existed. Wait, actually, yes. Sydney thought it was just the Bridlington Diesel. No, Sydney and Bridlington Diesel. I'm just calling Mevius Measle. Sydney and Mevius Measle were announced at the same time in 2024. Imagine if it was just Mevius Measle that they announced. That would have been funny. Is My Hero Academia a piece of media you'll never touch ever? Probably. Probably I won't. I won't ever touch it. Sorry. Nice. I can only think of 3 characters left to do. Honestly, Bachman, there's a lot of characters Bachman could do. Oh, Homestuck. Yeah, sorry, guys. I can't read Homestuck. I feel like if I were to read Homestuck is up there in one of those pieces of media in which I feel like if I read it, it'll damn my soul to hell for all eternity. Plus, most of the MHA fandom is psychotic. I mean, aren't all fandoms psychotic? Honestly, Andrew, there's a lot of characters Bachman could make. Oh yeah, plenty. In my opinion, I feel like they have quite a few they could still do. Well, Nia, obviously. I really want Nia. Let's see, Nia. Well, this is what I'm hoping for, anyways, and I'm trying to be realistic. Nia, Charlie, Whiff, Sunny, Norman, and Stafford. I feel like those 6 would be a pretty good lineup, I think. Most of the is the special flavor of psychotic. I see. I just really want Bachman Nia. More than anything, I just want Bachman Nia. How about Philip? Honestly, Philip would be interesting. I don't know if they'd be able to. No, yeah, Philip's big enough. They could easily put the iMech inside of him, especially as how small model train motors have been getting lately. I think you could easily put an iMech inside of Philip. Stafford sweep, Stafford sweep. I wish Marie was here. She'd be happy about that. Philip, I think, is doable, but he's not very well requested. Something I've learned about Bachman is that it's all request based. So like the Bachman forums are a big part of that. So people really have been requesting. Oh, excuse me, I'm a tired guy. They've been requesting a lot of Whiff and Norman lately, I believe. Aside from the usual, Stepney Boko hero. I really hope Nia is the next new Tool HO engine. I really do. Not just because I like Nia, but because I really need to fill. I need to complete the Steam team. I got Rebecca earlier this year. I'd really like to get Nia to complete it. Also, Flying Scots. What's funny is Bachman Flying Scotsman was announced. I don't think I saw anyone talk about it. Because Bachman Flying Scotsman is probably one of the most monumental announcements for Bachman that we've seen since maybe Daisy or Rebecca. We literally talked about it. Shut the fuck up. Well, I didn't see it. I was busy. No, but Bachman Scotsman is really get Bachman to make Rocky Weekend alternates a Toby special surprise. Toby, what you doing here? I'm sorry, sir. There's a fallen tree across the tracks, and Gordon is coming this way. Oh no! That's what they say. I love the Toby and Topham interactions. Oh no! Oh, the indignity! No, Gordon. Oh, the no! Dude, I love Carrie Shell Topham posting. It's one of my favorite hobbies. Kato Bertram Wen. Honestly, I mean, we'll get into Engage for that. Actually, it's not Engage, it's 009. I'm just kidding. But honestly, yeah. I imagine you get Kato Bertram before you get TWR 2016 Bertram. Imagine that October. Dude, I need people to get out of their voice calls and get in the live stream. What are we doing? Or I'm actually, I don't know, is the scale, not the gauge. God, I just want my boy. I have to wonder, is TWR 2016 Bertram that expensive? Like, I haven't checked Wooden Railway eBay in a while. I should probably do. I want Engage. I want Engage Edward. I just want to see my son. No, yeah, I get it. You guys want to know who I want to see in Engage? Probably almost as much as Edward. I want to see Spencer. I really want to see Engage Spencer. $69 without the tender. Hold up. No. Dude, what? This is unethical. What are we doing? Dude, I don't even see any of the 2016 ones on here. I saw one and it was $90, no tender. That is. Hey, we need to, we need to have eBay scalpers. We need to have them have a nice Christmas. Wooden Fan 1 was not happy. The October Bertram Fund. All right, so back to Bachman N Scale. Bachman N Scale has been kind of cooking lately. Like, actually, recently, I've been getting back into N Scale as of late. I bought a loop of Kato N Scale track with a controller. I bought an expansion pack with a passing loop. And I bought Bachman N Scale Percy. And I really like Bachman N Scale Percy. He's very nice. So I now have half of the currently available Bachman Thomas engines. I have Percy, James, and Gordon. I'm hoping to get Emily and Toby soon. Emily and Toby are the two like the priorities. You show you my N scale layout sketch later. I've been thinking about doing an N scale layout. Honest to God, like when I move out of Kentucky, eventually, I would love to do an N scale layout, like a pretty small one, but like still pretty compact, I'd say. What I would do is I would use a mix of British infrastructure, American infrastructure, and Japanese infrastructure, and I would call it subjectively Sodor. Have you heard that Freak Bob and John Pork died during the production of Bad Influence? Oh, that's horrible. My regards. Exactly. That's all I need to do is move out. Honestly, I mean, I could probably build one now, but it'd be too inconvenient. Fentucky. That. Yes. Thanks, October. No, yeah, Bachman N scale is it's cooking. It's really cooking lately. Diesel and Paxton and Henry are on the way, as well as the Express coaches. No, but as I was saying, sorry, yeah, wrong stock you like to see announced. Okay, this is a pretty easy one. And Bachman N scale rolling stock I want to see announced the most. Open coal wagon, Nook tanker, the blue Brendan Bay Shipping Co van. Those are the ones. That's it. Those are the ones I want the most. And then in any case, there are other ones we can get like a log car, mail car. Mail car would be actually really good. Milk Tanker Media. Dude, I love Milk Tanker Media. That's just a base list. Thank you. I just really want more CGI Milk Tanker merch because like barely any of it exists. The only two pieces of CGI Milk Tanker merch that I'm aware of are the with Hard Tanker Media. The only CGI Milk Tanker merch I know of are the 2014 set exclusive TWR Milk Tanker, which was in the Thomas Birthday Surprise set, which I don't have, and the G Scale Bachmann Milk Tanker, which I do have, and it's a lovely thing. I need that set too, dude. I had the opportunity, like nearly 10 years ago, to get all the Thomas Story collection sets for all of them combined for like maybe $200 total, and I didn't take it, and I'm still so upset. If you're a Turbo 711, Turbo 711, is he? Wait, is he the guy who like talks a lot about finding Railway Series push along Thomases inside of like Meyer? John, what? Why? That's my boy. I didn't need to buy 20 once. He's right in front of my eyes. We all have regrets. Dude, I don't have many regrets anymore. It's just not healthy. I move on. I get over it. Yeah, I'm aware of old Turbo 711. Never spoke to the guy. I'm sure he's fine. Oh, Facebook Marketplace regrets. Yeah, I get it. For anyone interested, here's just the side view of Derek. John, can you hit the Yoinky Splanky on stream? Oh, hi, Derek. Hi. I mean, I'll think about it. How do I do the Yoinky Splanky again? I can't. I can't really remember. If you give me, if you, how's the song go? It's everybody's doing a brand new dance now. Come on, baby, hit the Yoinky Splanky. Is that how the song goes? I know you get to like it as you give it a chance now. Come on, baby, hit the Yoinky Splanky. Contemplating getting a pizza pie. Shout out pie as a concept. Love Knights of Guinevere, Charlie. I love Knights of Guinevere. Yeah, dude, Knights of Guinevere was really good. The pilot was really, really good. It was very entertaining. I did quite. Any recommendations, chat? Andrew, don't get a buffalo chicken pizza. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't get buffalo chicken pizza. I know I said I don't have many regrets, but like that's one of them. Don't I've suffered dreadfully, and no one cared whenever I ate a buffalo chicken pizza. Fuck with nice whenever it's heavy. Yeah. What do you mean wrong? What do you mean wrong, October? What did I say where it was wrong? Oh, it was my favorite Glitch production show. Honestly, it's good, but like it's not Digital Circus. Buffalo chicken pizza is fine. Listen, I love eating buffalo chicken pizza, but like all I'm gonna say is it messes with my digestive system really bad. It's like dropping an atomic bomb on my digestive system. Of Digital Circus to me, but best it's second best. I really no 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 no, you don't. No, we're not. No, no, no. Yeah, I have so much love for Digital Circus. It's not even funny. I love Digital Circus. I really thoroughly enjoy it so much. It's a good show. I cause chaos and evil. Yes, you do. But sometimes I might have to kill you. Nope. Nope. Dude, shout out. Speaking, this reminds me. Any of you all getting into Smiling Friends lately? Anyone watching Smiling Friends? I've been watching a bit of Smiling Friends here and there. It's a pretty funny show. I will admit, it is pretty funny. Yo, God. Yo, what's up, guys? It's me, Charlie. And that guy disappeared. I smile around my friends. I mean, yes, but like, it's not exactly what I was saying. Yeah, Smiling Friends is it's a good show, real good show. Watch Smiling Friends, but I'm doing the squim dance. I watched some of season 1, season 3. Season 3 was kicking. Yeah, what was the episode I watched with? I was Sweeney was over at my house the other day. And we watched a couple episodes because I realized I have HBO Max. Um, we watched it was the Mole Man episode and like the camping, like the Mother Nature episode. Those were pretty good. I watched the vacation episode, like the yes, yeah, the Mother Nature episode. That was good. That was funny. No, that dude, Alan has got to be one of the gayest characters I've ever seen put to fiction. Oh my lord! Someone call the police! Ring ring cookie delivery. Oh man, Mr. Boss is really funny. He's a good character. You know what else? My buy icon. Yeah. No, listen. So Sweeney was over this past weekend at my house. He was over on Friday night, Saturday, and then Sunday afternoon. We watched. I kid you not, three different movies. Three movies when he was over. On Friday night, we watched Sinners because we had both been meaning to. Sinners was just like drop dead gorgeous film, absolutely amazing. Then we went to. Then on Saturday we went to the movie theater and we watched Rental Family starring Brendan Fraser, another beautiful film, heartbreaking film. Rental Family is just it's such a beautiful and heartbreaking movie. That's all I can say. And then Sunday we watched the 2025 Superman movie, which I thought was really good. I thought Superman was good. And then just the other day I watched Fantastic Four: First Steps, and I thought that was good too. There's been a lot of really great movies this year, is what I'm trying to say. It was a really good movie I saw early. Yeah, he's been telling me to watch Sinners. You should watch Sinners. Really good movie. Like film of the year. Better yet, I think it's film of the decade. It's that good. Um, sorry. What's another good movie I've seen this year? I saw Thunderbolts with Sweeney. Saw Thunderbolts with Sweeney, and in May of this year, it was good. That's all I'm gonna say. It was decent for a Marvel outing. I'll say that much. Excited for the legend coming to Sodor. Oh yes, dude, I can't believe 10 years later they're putting out some never before seen CGI content. Dustin Short. My question is, why did they make a preview? Why did they make a teaser for the short? unless it's going to be like a full length episode. Imagine if it's a full length episode. That would be fun. Oh, oh, oh. You know what was a really good movie that I saw? The first movie that I saw this year. The first movie that I saw this year was Mickey 17. Mickey 17 was a really good movie. I thoroughly enjoyed Mickey 17. I would still say it's in the top 3 of movies I've seen this year. What's another movie I saw? I saw Him, that psychological horror football movie. It was all right. My brother Mason got really into it. I just didn't really care for it. Fourth Productions Gordon Spencer adaptation was great. Someone died. Yes, that's exactly what I said in the comments, Grounder. I literally that nearly verbatim what I said. Beautiful video, awesome voice acting, great cinematography, but like that the dialogue was so ham-fisted with the real life dates. It just didn't work. I was like, oh, when you were built 1923, and when I was trial on the Western region in 48. It's just like it's so it's so forced. It's just like having these trains say the real life dates out loud constantly. It just got a little repetitive, and I not just repetitive but unnecessary. It's just like I have a lot of issue. This is just as a longtime Thomas fan and a student in the art of creative narrative filmmaking. I am not very fond of constant references to real life events, especially in the context of Thomas the Tank Engine, because like it just gets so it just sounds so unnatural. It's because like sometimes it's okay, sometimes it's fine to bring in real life elements, but Gordon and Spencer from 4F Productions is probably the best example of like when too many when references to real life events are way too much. Another example I think is another example of using too many real life dates would have to be, funnily enough, Bird Strike from the Christopher Audrey book Thomas and the Fat Controller's Engines. That one is just like there's this like the driver mentions an exactly similar thing happening in the story, happening on the Great Western nearly 100 years ago by like the year date. And it reads and looks so awkward. I have my own issue with Chris Audrey's later books and his work in general, but like credit where credit's due. I mean, his stories weren't terrible. They were just a bit overcomplicated with the dialogue. Well, no, they were overcomplicated with like the real life references. NWR 1991's timeline video is a perfect example of this, like Jesus Christ. Yeah, I agree. Um, I was about to Snow 33. Oh no, but NWR 1991. He is also another really egregious example of what I'm talking about, where he just it's reference after reference after reference. It's just in real life times and like it's when is enough for you people? I think okay, this is going to be a really controversial take, but I feel like a good fraction of Thomas fans don't they don't know how to really write. I feel like Thomas fans are train fans first and fans of storytelling second. No, better yet, Thomas fans are fans of trains first, fans of Thomas second, and storytellers third. That's the nicest way I can put it, really. A lot of Thomas fans just like They think that real life references and inspiration and naming off real times and events and dates, they think that qualifies as good writing. When no, it really doesn't. It just makes it sound awkward and contrived. That's just my opinion, anyways. And to be honest, I'll be fair. There are a few instances where that kind of thing can work. But man, are they far and few between. It's just like I think the best example, honestly, with it has to be Victor Tanzig's videos. Now, if you've ever seen any of my live streams ever, you've known that I've complained to death about Victor Tanzig. But he is probably the most egregious example of this over anybody. Over, and it's like referencing real dates, being so overly complicated with the dialogue, explaining real train terminology, and not to mention, Victor Tanzig's just not a good writer at all. He's really not. He completely lost it after season 3, I think. Actually, no, season 4. My opinion about Stories of Sodor, Stories of Sodor. It's just like I thought it's kind of like so bad it's interesting. And then I saw season 5, and it was like, oh, he's just rushing it to milk the series now. Reject Railcade, embrace Misty Island maximum security prison. He is not yellow. He's not yellow, Victor. I'll say that much. That's a good one, dude. I really would like if more people join the stream. It's not enough. There's not enough people. I just need more people to be here. So, anyone see the new Tedious Tales of Sodor? Anyone see new T-Toss episode from nearly 3 weeks ago? May have heard a familiar voice playing one of the major characters in that episode. We already chatted, so yeah, that's true. Yeah, both NWR and are well-known Australian series are great and how shitty now. Yeah, I mean, NWR 1991's videos back in the day, like 2013, 14, even up to 2015, they were okay. They were all right. But now it's just like he's just pumping them out month by month, and they're just not entertaining anymore. I don't get any enjoyment. I don't think I've watched his series. I genuinely don't think I've watched his series since like maybe 2016. Caw. Well, first you're gonna need to have a caw. What? Caw. What do you? No, yeah. Dude, T-Toss 8 was. Listen, if you all want to get an in-depth on like what happened with T-Toss episode 8, I would just go and watch the live stream. Because like the after party live stream that Biscuit Crew Productions held after episode 8 came out. But it was a labor of love to get that episode done. It was a very intense episode, not just in what happens in it, but also behind the scenes. Because there were so many assets and trains that had to be created. You can't park that bot. Dude, I love T-Toss James. He's great. Is it true you're making a train site called Sodor Steakhouse? Yes! Sometime next year, I am going to be launching a trains website called the Sodor Steakhouse, or just Sodor Steakhouse. That is what I want to do. Because over the last few years, I have commissioned lots of trains models, some of which for projects that are sadly not getting finished, such as the Sir Topham Hatt car. However, Sir Topham Hatt car did make it into the new Tedious Tales series. So, yeah, it got use. However, I intend for every model, or at least nearly every model, that I commission for trains, I am going to be putting it into. I'm going to be putting it on my website, and it's not going to be very well organized. It's going to be all just thrown together. However, something I would really like to do for Sodor Steakhouse is I would really like to. I'd really like to style the website as if you were going on to like an old restaurant website. Has like menu and has like appetizers, drinks, entrees, all that good stuff. Has anyone watched Ha Ha You Clowns? Oh, is that Adult Swim show that has the really crude art style? That sounds so yummy. Thank you. Is Ha Ha You Clowns? It's the Crooked Funnel has one of the most fun creative treads that you guys have ever seen. Yeah, Crooked Funnel is really impressive. I would say it's one of the newest ones, one of the more up and coming ones. I know it's got a lot of big names behind it, like Unhelpful Git. I believe Handful Macaroni did one or two things for there as well. Who else is in the trains business? I don't really do trains anything anymore, so I couldn't tell you. Crooked Funnel is cool. I support Crooked Funnel. If anyone from Crooked Funnel is watching this, you get 2 big thumbs up from John Steak and Cake. Lemmy and Fizzle Five. Yo, Lemmy was involved with that? Master of the Lemons? Mr. Sam Webster himself was in. That's really cool. That's awesome. I didn't know that. I'll have to ask him about that. That sounds pretty cool. Oh boy. Oh. No, yeah, Sodor Steakhouse. I would like to launch it sometime next year. There's a couple things I'd like to get done before I launch it proper. A couple videos that I had on the back burner for a couple years now before I launch it, because there's a few things I'd like to release. But yeah, Sodor Steakhouse. I do intend to launch it sometime next year, maybe summer next year. We'll see. That fully and honestly depends on whether or not I can get my lazy ass up and make a website. So, Andrew, you never answered me. Is Ha Ha You Clowns that Adult Swim show that has a really crude art style? The reason why Victor Tanzig sped through a school zone was because he was delivering Mr. Bubbles bubble liquid for Sodor Surprise Day. Dude, that's awesome. Dude, shout out. No, not don't shout out Victor Tanzig. I don't like Victor Tanzig. Dude, Victor Tanzig, school zone, speed, delinquent. Thomas was so excited, he forgot about the speed limit. Dude, I don't know if you all have seen Thomas Dream Misadventures by Stepney Boy. Start playing FNAF 4. Don't ask why you should start randomly doing that right now. Honestly, I don't think I could do that. I'd have to end the stream and set up like OBS and stuff. I don't feel like doing that. Also, I would need to buy FNAF 4, and I really don't want to do that right now. Nothing against FNAF 4. It's just that I don't. If it was FNAF 1, I could easily do that. But I'm not feeling FNAF 4 tonight. Dude, what is your profile picture? Bigaloonie25708. What is your profile picture? I can't even tell. Sorry, I was just trying to. What is that? I'm trying. Is that? I can't. Sorry, I'm just trying to see what your profile picture is. I can't tell. Sorry, gang. Oh, 5 people. 5 people. The way it pronounces non-binary is hilarious. Oh yeah, dude. I don't know if you all know, but I'm in Stepney Boy's videos. I voiced James in Thomas Dreamy Misadventures. Oh man, maybe next time then. Maybe next time. They're putting me in the cage tomorrow. Hi Dookie, welcome to the stream. Nice to see a familiar face. You probably deserved it. My peeve is a cat in a cloak from a webcomic I like. Ooh, what's the webcomic? Sorry, gang. I'm just checking my phone. A familiar face. Damn, am I in a call? No, niche. Too niche. The people won't get it. Familiar. Also, it was called Friendly Faces. Oh yeah, did you all see that Bachman Sir Handel is out now? Like, check this out. Yeah, he's like on eBay now. Apparently, everyone knows the best anime. So Dark Times of Friendship Payback. Yo, what's the? Oh wait, hang on. Let me double check before I say what I'm about to say. Trains for Days. Hello, Cal. What's going on? Thanksgiving. What is Thanksgiving? Webcomics called prequel. It's quite long. Interesting. I'll have to look into that. Call me Elon Musk because looking into this. You look me dead in the eyes with how many references made and think if I care for a nice. I can and will make a full bit specifically for one person to get. Don't test me. I don't fear you. You don't frighten me. Do your worst. Trains for Days is a really interesting person because the my favorite video from them is like without question their video from Halloween 2021, Sovereign Mind. Sovereign Mind is a really good Thomas video. It is. I hate to say it. Sovereign Mind is the only good analog horror Thomas production ever. Because all the other ones either don't commit fully to the style or are straight up not analog horror, like at all. Sovereign Mind is the only one I can say that it is 100% an analog horror. Dude, can you convince more of our friends to join my stream? I'm lonely and I need more people. I need more. I need more engagement. I mean, I need more stimulation. How Eric Pierre, Times, and Tom Marshall are SDT Frenzy Payback. Are they? Oh yeah, Times voice is Toby. That's right. Who does Eric Pierre voice? Who the hell does Tom Marshall voice? That's oomph. Yeah, that's yeah, Duke. That's your good friend. I'm not some cheap trick for clout and clicks. Wow. Okay, you silly goose. An expensive trick for clout and clout. Or, I thought I'm giving you $50 sometime this week. You're certainly not cheap. Start showing off your Thomas collection. That usually gets people interested in things. Sadly, I can't go to my Thomas collection right now. I'm in my bedroom, and my Thomas collection is 2 floors below me. You've been saying this for months. I mean it this time. I just got to ship it out. I got a bunch of stuff I got. Oh, excuse me. I got a bunch of stuff that I got to ship out this weekend. Yours is going to be one of them. Eric voices Flying Scotsman and Tom voices Edward. That's interesting. I never even noticed that Eric Pierre voiced Flying Scotsman. Hang on. That's weird. I never realized that. I haven't watched the show in like 5 years. Happy Thanksgiving. Hi, Craig. Hi. 'Twas the night before Thanksgiving. What if I did one of these live streams like Friday evening and I call it "'Twas the night after Thanksgiving"? Imagine how funny that would be. Oh dear. Oh, Jeremy. You should rename yourself to Turkey and Stuffing. Honestly, that would be kind of funny. I'd smoke 3 packets in celebration. That's that's not healthy. Don't do that. So shout out the great Nate VA. Great Nate VA. I like a lot of his voice work. I actually did. I actually have been in one production with him. Not one that I made, but Lego Master 365's Stuck at Home for Christmas, I believe it's called, featuring Scarloey and Rheneas. I voiced Rheneas in that video. That was from last year, I believe. He did a really good job as Scarloey. I feel like I didn't do a good job as Rheneas in that video. I'm actively very not proud of my performance in that video. Lego Master, they said that I did a good job. I didn't really like my performance. If I had a choice, I'd probably go back and do it again. You may not have eaten, but you still nibble. Dude, I swear to God. His Ryan voice is also swell. Yeah, he did voice Ryan in the new Gordon and Spencer video, didn't he? Interesting. I will admit, Grounder, my sideburns are getting actually very long. I'm not going to trim them though. I want to see how big I can make them. May not be cooking. Something is at least hot on the stove. Thank you, Big Looney 5 numbers. Mr. Lincoln. Hi, Garnet. Hi. Yeah, Great Navy he's in almost every Thomas fan project now. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he weaseled his way into one of my videos someday. I don't know if he will. Maybe he will if I put out a casting call or something. So where half the time I hear people mention others in the fandom, I'm like, wow, I know that person. And I'm like, wait, no, I don't. Nate V is the Michael Cusack of Thomas. That's really funny. And I don't know if I agree. You want to know who used to be the Michael Cusack? Or was it Michael Cusack? Okay, which Michael are we talking about? Kovac, who is like the guy who's in every indie animated show ever? Or Michael Cusack, which I know is a different guy, but I have to refresh my memory on who that is. Michael Cusack. Yeah. Cusack he's the creator of he's one of the co-creators of Smiling Friends. Cusack. Michael Kovac, I think, is the one you're looking for. He voices, Jack's Digital Circus, and Murder Drones. He's in a bunch of others I couldn't even name off to you. My bad. I still have Smiling Friends fresh in my mind. Oh, Big Looney, you missed the part where we were talking about Smiling Friends like half an hour ago. E93 was the OG Michael Kovac. Yes, I was about to say that. Oh, Matt Mashad, Enterprising Engine 93, is the OG Michael Kovac because everyone asks for him to be in their videos. Everyone asks him to be in his videos. He's the voice. E93 still is. I don't know. I mean, Mashad, what's funny? I actually met Mashad earlier this summer in New Jersey with a bunch of other people. It was really fun. But Mashad, I think he's kind of taken a back seat when it comes to making Thomas content. Not like he has, but he's an adult with a job. He can't really make Thomas videos the same way he used to. Also, ironically, Michael Kovac voiced Thomas at one point for a commission. I do remember that. Yeah. But imagine Enterprising Engine 93 and Smiling Friends. That would be pretty funny. I could see it happening. Hang on, I got a really good picture with Matt Mashad in New Jersey this week, or not this week, but this year. But there's me and him, the meeting of a lifetime, and also I believe that's Duke of Benry Bay in the back. Matt could be the next Doug Walker. Meeting of the minds. Oh yeah, it was a real pleasure to meet him. That's me in the back, Gary. That's you, dude. No, but meeting Matt was truly so good. He's a very wonderful guy. Not the back, but in the back. Hi, Dookie. No, but yeah, Mashad is just he's so, yeah. Thank you, Duke. He is so delightful. He's a delightful guy to talk to. Very supportive guy. Very introspective kind of guy. He's also just really funny. Hi, Andrew. Andrew. Oh yeah. Sorry, forgot Andrew was here for a second. Oh yeah, Duke. Speaking of the trip, look at this. Look, it's a big ass forehead Terrence. He has such a fascinating worldview, and I had some great comments with him and some friends at the Talcon Cafe. John, you know who I am. I'm sorry, Andrew. I just forgot you were here for a sec. Whenever I hear Dookie say the name Andrew, I always think he's talking about Andrew Chairlord. I always think that the associations. I'm sorry. They tore off his crow's thing. He grew a forehead. True. Ew, what is Terrence look like Megamind? The one I had to go back and get that for Hazel. Yes, you did. You really did. Dude, the trip that I went on this past summer was really fun. Went to Strasbourg, got a picture with 90. It was great. Are you lonely like Conquest from Invincible? Sorry, I haven't seen Invincible. Watch out for. Wow! Thankfully, I was only riding on 90, not 475. Strasbourg 90 came from Colorado, never forget. Oh, so that's why it looks like that. Okay. You guys know what I found at the Strasbourg? Well, one of the gift shops around Strasbourg. It was wow, that actually was like 3 years. Yeah, it was over 3 years ago by now. This is something I had in one of the Strasbourg gift shops. Bobblehead. You'll never believe this lineup. It's bobbleheads of Mike Ehrmantraut from Breaking Bad, Gus Fring from Breaking Bad, and Jesus Christ from the Bible. Is that Jesus? Yes, that is Jesus Christ from the Bible. Give me those. Strasbourg Thomas was generally the coolest part of the summer. And is that not normal? I mean, I don't really associate Jesus Christ with being next to Mike Ehrmantraut. Jesus went to Strasbourg. He had a good time, I hear. Oh, yeah, he would have. Guys, look. Guys, look, it's Samson self destruct. I don't know why I have that. Just a random picture from Twitter. Hey, kid named Finger. Walter. Walter, I'm the austerity engine. Yo, it's what? Walter. Why are you the austerity engine? Uh, Sorry, live stream was interrupted by brother. Walter, put your trucks away from away, Walter. Dude, I've been looking for that Samson. I'm not gonna shut trucks with you, Walter. I just Walter the austerity engine and Jesse and Gail. That'd be crazy. All right, guys. Well, I'm afraid that I am going to have to start wrapping up the stream soon. This is going to be a pretty short stream. I didn't plan this out all that well. But this was fun. I am going to start wrapping things up now, probably in the next 5 minutes or so. It's all chill. I'm going to go get me pizza. I'm going to go home to stream now, Walter. Because my brother just came in and reminded me that Stranger Things Season 5, Volume 1 is going to be releasing at 8 p.m. EST, which is in 5 minutes. So I should probably go and do that. This was kind of a short stream, but honestly, I thought it was a lot of fun. Wrap up some Christmas presents. You know it. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Hey, Dr. Christian, real quick. What is your favorite reveal of the new Chris stuff in the book? My favorite reveal from the reading between the lines is that Neil is alive and well. That was my favorite part. That's all I needed to hear is that Neil's alive and well. The same station Super Ed shocks him at. Dude, Super Ed. Oh yeah, I've been added to talk about Super Ed. Super Neo is alive, and I will be disregarding the canon. No, no, Duke, let him live. Please let him live. He needs to live. Please, out of anyone, he needs to be. He's the only precursor engine you to let live. I don't care about Glenn. I don't care about the Wellsworth and Suttery guys. Your Superhead is in the new Stranger Things season. True. True. I mean, maybe. I hope. Anyways, yeah, I'm probably going to get off here just so I can prepare mentally. So glad I intentionally went out of my season series for this reason. All right. So thank you all so much for watching this very impromptu random stream. Have a good Thanksgiving if you're American. Have a good Thanksgiving if you're Canadian. And if you're from anywhere else in the world, have a good Thursday. I will see you all maybe in another stream in the next couple weeks. Who knows? Anyways, have a good evening and goodbye.